Right, so I'd like to do a quick review on the Tikka T3, which is actually the first rifle I've ever purchased. Obviously the gun is currently safe. There's no round in the chamber or anything like that. It's chambered in 7mm Remington Magnum, which I chose specifically because it's a very versatile round. It is very flat shooting. It packs a huge punch, so it's great for hunting, but it's also really accurate for long distance shooting if you want to sort of do some really interesting target practice. Most of what I have to say about the Tikka T3 is positive. There's a couple of negatives that I want to quickly get out of the way, and that has to do with my choice of chambering, I think. It's a very light gun, which is nothing wrong with that if you're going hunting. It weighs about 6.5 pounds, but because I chose to chamber it in the 7mm Remington mag, it kicks quite heavy, and the butt pad that Tikka put on it is very Spartan and not very soft at all. So a lot of people that own Tikkas in the higher calibers, it's even offered in 300 for example, I think they go ahead and replace this with a limb saver, and I think it makes probably a big difference, though I haven't done it yet. So that's the one drawback of the Tikka T3. It's made by Seiko, so you're getting Seiko quality at an affordable price. I think basically they just put a cheaper stock, cheaper 3-round mag right here. It's essentially a plastic mag, not very durable looking or anything like that, but it works just fine. Slides in really easy there. I guess the pros of the Tikka T3, it's a free-floated barrel, which just looks cool, and it's good for accuracy apparently, because it lets the barrel vibrate in harmony with the frequency of the bullet as it comes out the barrel. The trigger, a lot of times are criticized, factory triggers are criticized, but the Tikka's trigger is amazing. The safety is very positive, and the best part of the gun, I'd say, is the bolt, which is essentially the smoothest bolt I've ever had the pleasure of operating. It's even smoother than, well, it's smoother than a Remington bolt, and it's definitely smoother than an X bolt from Browning, which is one of the smoothest bolts I've ever encountered before this one. So you can essentially load the gun just by gravity. It's so smooth and the bullets go in so easy. It's just amazing. I just love the bolt. The trigger, very easy to customize. You just take out the stock and there's one screw that you can adjust on the trigger housing unit facing the front of the gun, and you just turn it counterclockwise with a small Allen key, and you get a lighter trigger. Trigger comes set at about 3.5 pounds from the factory, which is the perfect weight for hunting and shooting at the range. But since I've only used this gun at the range so far, I've adjusted the trigger myself to about 2.5 pounds. So it's very crisp, and it's just a great trigger. Just works wonderfully. The bolt comes out easy, kind of like in Browning here. And it's very accurate. I'm just an average shooter. I don't try to boast about my shots or anything like that. And I mean, I'm only able to get about 100 at 200 yards. You probably get an inch or an inch and a half grouping with this gun. I'm going to try to do better. Just practice, practice, practice. But all things considered, it's not bad for 200 meters. 1.5 to 1 inch grouping. I'm sure I can do better. This gun is very high performance for the price. And like I said, the only drawback is it kicks a bit like a Bronco that's angry. And I can only shoot about a box of 20 without getting tired. And 40 is pretty much my limit, otherwise I start to sort of anticipate the shot because my shoulder is kind of sick of playing the game, you know. So that's the Tikka T3. You can chamber it though in 270, I think 308, probably 30-06, and a bunch of other calibers. So you don't have to go ahead and get the 7mm rim mag like I did. You can get a 300 if you want, if you're a Superman and you don't care about your shoulder and you just want a really, really heavy, high-powered rifle. But yeah, it's Tikka T3. It's very versatile and it's very high quality. So that's basically it.